Alrighty, hello everybody, and we're back with some more Rimworld Odyssey. We're going to be trying to expand our ship a little bit more today and trying to get some actual turrets up and online. Beyond that, I don't really have many specific plans. I started a little bit early today, but I was going to start at 10, but I was bored, so here we are. Let's hop right into this. I've already started planning out the ship a little bit. It's going to look like a catfish for a while, even though I want it to end up being like a hammerhead shark. But yeah, we're just chilling here, waiting for this cotton to grow. Other than that, we are kind of just waiting for stuff to get done. Of course, the moment I turn my camera on, my face gets itchy. Gotta love that phenomenon. I'm replacing a lot of the walls in the back of the ship with rebar concrete, just to keep them a little bit sturdier. That's 1,050 health versus 420. And that's right, Savior does have psycasts now. Got a neuroformer from a quest yesterday. We do need to go to orbit soon, preferably, but it's going to be a while before we actually get some vac suits made. We need 6 Odysseus vac suits and 2 Odysseus vac suit helmets. I'm also adding auto doors to the ship. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, I want the in and out to be a little bit faster. I I am going to have to add oxygen pumps to the whole ship, which is going to be a little bit rough on our power drain. I've also got to do some deforestation here. Our wood stockpile is running a little bit low. Our stockpile is just like chock full of elephant leather at the moment too. Elephant leather and steel. I wish this grav extender was more of like a floor-mounted thing than a giant structure just sitting in the middle of that walkway, but it kind of has to be there anyway. A visitor, do you have anything to trade? Not really. Or nothing useful anyway. Mining up all the steel on the map. After they're done with that, I'm probably gonna have them strip mine. Just like here. And we're getting raided. They've arrived from multiple angles. They are impids. 8 impids. I mean, if we just position our people, like, around here, we should be good. Let's have Terror use their stubber for now. Lumpy, please equip your rifle. Same for you, Shepard. Just gonna have Terror power leap a bit. I'm going to spread the people out so that if we get a fire breath proc on us, we don't have to worry about it as much. They all have flame bows, or one of them has flame bows anyway. Let's see, how many flame bows are we actually dealing with? 2. I'm glad they're attacking in the rain, it's pretty useful. We are also still looking for a good medic. Not that these tribals are going to have one anyway. It doesn't hurt to check. Those shield belts are coming in clutch. They're going to save us so much medicine over the long run. We can still get burned while wearing them, though, apparently. Get Terror to move in there. Dang, didn't even catch on fire because of the rain. And we are victorious. What are our injuries looking like? The Vente has a burn, and Terra has a bunch of bruises. Xavier got a burn as well. Not bad. I probably should have put our people behind a little bit more cover, but other than that, we did good. If you're wondering where we got the crap ton of grav-like panels that we have. We got a massive orbital trader that sold it to us. We also offloaded a lot of other goods while we were trading with them. Grav ship is ready for takeoff. We're not going to do that, however. Ambrosia addicted to animals, I do not care. Would be interesting to go for ambrosia addicted animals, but I don't think it'd actually be worth it. I've never done it before, so I don't know how much ambrosia we'd be looking at, but still. Brother, just build. You have 0.37 plants. You don't need to cut that tree. Not yet, anyway. Let's see. We can take on 9 scrappers. A drill appendage would be quite interesting. I don't know how they want us to actually do this. I'm gonna save real quick. If they send a shuttle for my people to go into, I'll do the quest. If not, we'll probably just ignore it. I'm gonna take the uranium. A persona core is tempting, but also, what am I gonna do with the persona core? That's pretty close by. But they're not sending a shuttle. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm probably going to reload that. I'm not taking a negative relation loss just because of the quests being poorly worded. I could launch the grav ship and go there, but I really want this cotton. Greg, what are you doing? You were sleeping. And Xavier is sleeping as well. It's both of our builders. The outer door right there looks angled so weirdly. And did these impets have anything worth looting on them? Nothing? Not even some jade? I guess not. Some of them had beer. Oh, there's some jade. And some pemmican. Not bad. Leventi doesn't really have a job to do. They should be training if they don't have a job to do. Unless... I could have sworn I did that last time. I might honestly grab some shooting dummies or make some shooting dummies and just uninstall them every time we take off. Okay, I can support 130 more substructure. Just gonna build a big brick there. We do need one more grav core in order to actually make their hammerhead shape, because I'm gonna put one grav core here and one over there. Or grav field extender anyway. I'm gonna move this one from the back because we don't need it there. Lumpy is just infinitely faster at doing this plant stuff, even with their reduced manipulation. Our ship's gonna look cursed for a while, but that's okay. And we don't actually have that much rebar concrete left either, which is unfortunate. I can at least make the armory, though. Does my ship happen to be an even number of blocks wide? No, it can't be. Mad rats. I will deal with those in a moment. I do want to reorganize this stuff, however. We probably won't need more than the 4 weapon racks. I'll put some grab ship crates down for storing apparel. At least apparel that doesn't go on the outfit stands. Put little statues down here and in the other corner. Move the martial arts dummy up in here. I'll also add a punching bag, even though I think it does essentially the same thing as the martial arts dummy. Screw it, just another martial arts. And we got rats to deal with. How many rats? About 5. Let's get Terror to deal with them. I don't know where some of them are going. And Levente got scratched. That's fine. Any more evil rats? Does not look like it. We're gonna throw some space-based metal flooring in here. I'm not sure if we have enough rebar concrete blocks for this, but we'll see. Gonna make a little airlock here. Quest available. Sunblocker for Zospar. I will take a look at that in a moment. Quests. There's a sunblocker machine shadowing the whole region with 3 men hunting boom bats. I will gladly take plasteel. Let's see what the range on the sunblocker's like. We might just not have to deal with it. I know I said I wanted the cotton to grow pretty badly, but we can just go for the grab core, it's fine. Yeah, that's in a pretty inconvenient location. We'll wait till this is done being built and then we'll move ship. Or we'll jump ship. And this is the first time I'm going to utilize a power switch. Oh, that barriers cost gravelite panels too? That's evil. Get that bionic leg hauled. I do want to outfit Terror with bionics and just essentially make them a super soldier. They're a melee fighter, so we want to make sure they don't ever go down. At this rate, grenades are the only thing that's going to be a threat to them. Or turrets blowing up. Why is nobody loading the hoppers? We ran out of meals in our storage. Unfortunately, outside of combat, Levente is just kind of useless. Why are you just wandering in the freezer? That's very odd of you. Let's turn one of the wood fire generators back on. I'm going to have this switch connected to that vac barrier and all of the turrets. So when they're not in use, we can just shut them off. And let's see, I think I'll put 2 batteries in here as well. More batteries and more better. Except for the component cost for refurbishing them constantly, but, you know, whatever. Looks like the strip mining has been pretty fruitless so far. No compacted machinery or plasteel. It's really what we're looking for. All these crops are just going to die, so I'm just going to harvest whatever's grown enough. And these cotton plants are not going to grow because of the sun blocker. Oh, I suppose that powers off that auto door too. That's a bit unfortunate. I think it can still open though. It's not like a powered vault door or anything. Party! Levente is throwing a party to celebrate Shepard's discovery of a vein of compacted machinery. Okay then. That is from Wing's Meaningful Parties, I believe. I do like it quite a bit, but some of the reasons for them throwing a party is kind of funny. Does that mean they actually found some compacted machinery, or am I just blind? They might have mined it already. Okay, no they didn't. And there's some over there. Yeah, I'm not going to bother mining the stuff in that cave. Astral Chancel is disrespected. We need 4 columns in this room. Now, where am I supposed to fit 4 columns? That's weird that you want columns in a spaceship, I'm not gonna lie. Because the room's plenty impressive enough. They just have high enough expectations where they are asking for it to have columns now, apparently. Yeah, gorgeous environment. That's from the heist planning room, I think. I'll install one of these sculptures into this area now, the crafting room. How much chem fuel do we have in storage? Bit under 300. And we appear to be out of rebar concrete. That is unfortunate. We can probably just start producing rebar concrete ourselves, honestly. Just grab us a good old concrete mixer. Bad temperature. What's the temperature in the room? A little bit chilly. Let's throw a heater in the crafting room. I'm probably going to need heaters in every room, to be honest, for when we go to space, but for now I'm being sparse with them. Let's make concrete, do until we have about 500 of that. Or 400 of that, I guess. And then we make reinforced concrete. Let's throw a vice by that machining table since it links to so much. And it looks like Levante finally has a job to do. Very good. Visitors from the League of Mapala. They are selling reinforced barrels and some components, so I might actually take this. But yeah, we're pretty much ready to launch. I think I'm gonna go for that, what's it called now? That grab core. Okay, Lumpy was out in the middle of nowhere for some reason. Everybody on board. And we launch. We are going to go right for that grab core. Crash mechanoid platform. I expect mechanoids, but we'll see. Generating map always takes a while. Never mind. I guess saying something makes it go faster. I'm not liking the look of this. That's a lot of big facilities that are probably chock full of mechanoids. I mean, I guess we'll just land in the middle here. Or, yeah, I'll land there. Grav ship is ready in 3.3 days. Very good. Let's just designate all the boulders on the map to be mined. And Terror, how is your mood looking? Your mood's looking great. Prioritize sacking that door for me, please. Crash mechanoid platform. The remains of an orbital platform are strewn nearby. Be careful, the wreckage contains hostile mechanoids. The grav core signal is coming from somewhere within the crash site. Alrighty. Fortified walls. Let's make sure to hold any doors we find open. I'm potentially going to have to send somebody in there to rescue Terror if they get set on fire or something, so... Okay, nothing in this room. Watch a mechanoid slag jump, so it should probably start up the old smelter here. Let's... That is 2 Cyclops. How are you shooting at me? Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Self-tend, tend without medicine. There's a tester run back there as well. Oh boy. We're just gonna speed boost and try to rush them. It seems like they're not aggroed onto us, oddly enough. That mini slugger's gonna suck, but it's worth taking that Tesseron out. Let's see what's in the sealed crate. 4 advanced components. Very happy with that. This Lancer, just smash it. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even notice this Militaurs. Come on, there you go. And there's a mini slugger. Probably should have taken that out first. And great, Terror is now at 50% functionality because brains don't count as internal organs. That's just fantastic. Mini shotgun and an auto pistol shot to the brain. So that means that a healer mech serum won't even fix that problem. %28 moving is ridiculous. Yeah, you go rest until healed. And it looks like we're out of actual medicine now. Oh boy. Nowhere really to grow heal root here either. Terra heal up a little bit, then we'll send them back in. Brain injuries with 1.6 are kind of ridiculous. Like, everybody has a brain injury despite wearing a really good helmet. Or by everybody, I mean 2 of my people, but one of my most important people has a brain injury now, which is ridiculous. Arguably the most important person, because they're who I want leading the charge. We just gotta hope for a healer next turn, though. Oh, forgot a line there. Why are we just dumping meals on the floor? I mean, they're in the freezer, so it doesn't matter too much, but... Why? Yeah, it's not going into the network, it's just being dumped on the floor for some reason. Maybe because the stack here is vegetarian meals and the other ones are meat meals? There's nothing really to hunt on the map. It's like a single cougar or a lion. Oh, that is bad. It is just continuously pumping meals out. I need to destroy that tap or tell it to stop. Why is it still doing it? Okay, it's actually going into the network now. That is so weird. It's gonna allow meals to be put into there for now, for nutrient-based meals. Alright, and Terror is back in okay condition. I'm going to send them back in. At least their speed boost Psycast will kind of offset their movement penalties, but I'm going to have to be constantly casting it. Okay, looks like there's nothing in the middle there. I'm going to unrestrict those mechanoids, and I should probably make a dumping stockpile. I wonder what your hacking speed's going to look like since you have a lobotomy, pretty much. Terrorist hacking speed is 30%. Yeah, that's to be expected. Kill it. Kill it, please. Yes, thank you, game. I know I'm low on medicine. If somebody gets sick now, we are just boned. Oh my god, look how slow he moves. Tech print for advanced bionics. And of course it explodes immediately. It's so stupid that those turrets can just explode immediately on the first hit. No warning, nothing. They are ungodly levels of slow. Do you have food on you? You don't have food on you. Go. No, stop self-tending. Your manipulation's so bad it's not gonna matter. And a lion is hunting Lumpy. That lion is going to regret that. I don't know if he's even going to make it to the nutrient paste in time. At least we're getting some Odysseus vac suits made. That's pretty nice. Oh my goodness. I was gonna give him like all the bionics and stuff, but now it's just not worth it. Why are you just always chilling in the freezer, Levente? Get out of the damn freezer. Will Levente do cleaning? No, they won't do hauling or cleaning, of course. Because these trash bins are always full and we don't have anybody on that currently. What about Matt? I'll put Matt on cleaning as a secondary job. Even his eating speed is reduced. Oh my goodness. He has good sight though. I might have to make him a cyber brain. I'll add all of that to our research queue. That's going to be so much research to actually get up to that. And then we'll make a basic cyber brain for terror. That's the only solution I'm really seeing for it. Terror without medicine. Normally I wouldn't be this frustrated with a brain injury, but like, look at the stats on the helmet this guy's wearing. Minor break risk from Xavier because they're out during the day. Got a lot of clothing that I want to scrap. Stop putting them back on the racks, please. I don't think they can take stuff off the racks to scrap. Shepard, stop that. I can't tell them to prioritize recycling either. That is unfortunate. I'm actually going to set these to only store vac suits. And then I'm going to drop most of the clothing. They can store it in crates after that. Okay, it does keep the recycle order when they get put into one of those crates. Very good. At least I think it does. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna have to manually do this. Yeah, I just want to know roughly how many vac suits I have at all times, so that's why I'm trying to organize it there. Alrighty, and we got in rebar concrete. I'm going to want to box those grab cores in so that they don't get hit by anything. Alright, I'm going to send Levente in here. Actually, I'm going to send Greg in first to get that door open. Levente has a chain shotgun, so they should do pretty alright. Mechanoids have pretty high armor, though, which could be a problem. Rail Tribute Collector, I do not care. Hermetic Crate. Cataphract Armor? I will gladly take a Legendary Charge Rifle. What modifiers do we have? Aim Assistance and Extended Barrel. What's your range? 33. That is very good. Xavier, I got a new gun for you. Grav ship is ready for launch. Very good. I'm not leaving until we have that grav core, though. You know, maybe I am leaving before we have that grav core. Sorry, my morning alarm was going off. This is gonna be rough. I'm gonna wait till morning to actually raid in there. I'm gonna try to get people to come all the way through here so that we can lock that centipede down in melee immediately. There's a mini slugger turret here, but it shouldn't be able to see us. Yeah, it's got a lot in its way. Shepard, where did that grav cycler to go? Or did Xavier still have the grav cycler? Xavier does not. Where'd you put it? In here. Shepard, I would like you to have the grav cycler. Or not the grav cycler, the charge cycler. Sure, you can have it as a sidearm. Terror does not have any psi focus. They can power leap once and that's it. Terror and Lumpy are just so slow. I feel so bad for them. But 1.6 is just evil. Alrighty, we are ready to breach from multiple angles. I want you three to come down here and shoot at that. Then I would like Terror to go in here And immediately lock that centipede down. No, Lumpy. Xavier, why are you using a knife? I just gave you a legendary charge rifle. Just stop, drop, and roll. Come on, man. Xavier, start tending to Lumpy immediately. Are you out of medicine? Yes, you are. Prioritize extinguishing fires. Prioritize extinguishing fires. I don't want these crates dying on me. I said tend to Lumpy. And how are you on fire? There's not another Scorcher in here. Okay, Grad, get over here. Oh, do we have to destroy this? I guess we do. Ultra-tech engine, which means large structures and ships into orbit. Well, it's been non-functional for many years. It contains a functional grav core. I'm gonna save in case busting it isn't the right idea. And I'm guessing that these crates are just gonna have grav light panels. How are you doing, Lumpy? Bleeding out in 4 hours. Lumpy is dead. Why did it... What killed you? You were bleeding out in 4 hours. I'm reloading that, just to see what happened. Did their consciousness just drop too much? Health. Yeah, and then Lumpy just dies for no reason. What's going on there? Lumpy has died from blood loss. Lumpy should be turned into paste. It's what they'd want. I don't think the game's playing fair with me. I want to see that happen one more time. I am fine with losing Lumpy. Like, if blood loss is what's actually killing them, that is okay. Yeah, that is what's killing them. But it says death in 5 hours from blood loss. It doesn't make sense. Do you see that? What the hell? That doesn't make any sense. Now we need somebody that's good at plants again, which is quite unfortunate. And they tainted all their gear. But then they go back to the ship. Yeah, just grab like panels. Okay, smashing that was the right thing to do. I call bullcrap, but I'm accepting it. How does one begin a nutrient paste burial? Select a nutrient paste dispenser powered with hoppers. Oh, I have to have a specifically a dispenser. It doesn't work with nutrient paste expanded, apparently. Now let it block the door. Do that. And that will be our burial nutrient-based dispenser. How are you doing, Levente? Not too bad. Well, you're burned to hell and back, but you should survive. Prioritize hauling lumpy, please. You work on hauling grab light panels. That is kind of a setback, because I don't know if we have anybody that can plant heal root now, and we're out of medicine. We might just have to land near another settlement and go trade with them. Yeah, nobody can plant heal root. What happened to you? You got your finger destroyed. Greg, start working on that. Xavier, start tending to Levente immediately, and then Matt. Prioritize feeding Matt, please. No, do not spend medicine. Greg, finish your job. We're gonna need an area for a prison now. Well, I suppose we can just store prisoners in here. Make a bed out of steel. Okay, and Terror just got bruised a little bit. Okay, Xavier can eat and then go to bed. And let us begin the funeral. Lackluster Stellar Requiem. Everybody gains -1 mood, but we have buried a colonist. Just scrap all of our old clothing. I'm actually going to leave Greg on research for now so that they can actually, what's it called? So that they can start getting work on cyber brains. I am researching marine armor and pulse charge munitions at the moment. I'm not sure why my research tree is busted. Probably because I reloaded the save or something. My friend Lumpy died, oh no, and witnessed an ally's death. And Terror ate without a table, which is completely their fault. How are you doing, Matt? You got burned a little bit? Okay. We should probably take the grav ship off now that we have the grav core. I'll build the other extender and lock it in, and then we'll leave. We need an area we can start growing crops. Heal root, most importantly, but we have nobody that can plant heal root anymore. Maybe this cargo trader has some for us. Or some medicine at the very least. I'd love to buy like 200 medicine from them if they have it. Massive cargo traders tend to have big bulks of goods. They do sell medicine. They sell so much stuff it lags the game. That is 4,000 medicine. Let's see. I'm actually going to sell the Advanced Bionic Eye. No, I think we bought that from somebody. There's no point. We'd just be losing money. We'll sell our knives. And we'll sell a lot of the spare clothing. I would like to keep the Molotov cocktails in case we fight insects, actually. And we'll sell like 40 of our gold. We also haven't been to a map with marble in a while, so we're kind of low on sculptures. Anything else to sell? Got some patch leather, some white leather. I guess I'll sell the pig skin as well, and the lizard skin. And the plain leather and blue fur. I'll sell the lion pelt. Alpaca wool. And I'll buy a little bit of plasteel as well. Is there anything else we want from them? Do they sell Vaxstone? Because if they sell Vaxstone blocks, I can make bigger thrusters. They do not appear to sell Vaxstone. Yeah, and we're also out of chocolate. We got 14 jade. Not even worth selling at that point. We're going to clear out our stockpile a bit and also lose a little bit of our silver. But that medicine is the most important thing. We do have a dedicated spot to put it as well. Okay, I'm going to save real quick, and then we are going to take off. Okay, Shepard needs to get on board. Okay, everybody is here. Xavier, use your damn charge rifle. You're better at shooting anyway. I don't know why you like that shiv so much. If it wasn't for the sunblocker here, I would definitely go for that prison camp. Little peninsula here. Wild smoke leaf plants. Increased animal life. I'm kind of looking for a place that has increased fertile soil. But I don't think I'm going to get that easy. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the place with increased animal life. We lost our plants person, though, so growing cotton is going to be a pain. So we still need a good medic and a good plants person. And I don't know where I'm going to get either of those. Not really any fertile soil except for right there and a little bit here. If it wasn't for that geothermal vent, I'd just park here. I suppose I could actually park there. Yeah. I don't know why we're going in backwards like that. Grav core detected at a cave entrance. It's weird that from like different angles these tables have different props on them. I'm guessing that they just have a different prop depending on how it's rotated by default. But the grav ship's kind of messing with that. And a raid with a sidecaster from the Crook Burglars. They also have a charge shotgun. That is a deserter. Silent level 9. And they're good at medical. We have to capture this person. That is the deserter, right? Yeah, they're wearing deserter armor. Okay, we headshot them immediately. That's not what I want to see exactly. Slide jump. Punch him. No! Who did that? Xavier's charge shot pierced their brain, skull, and head. That sucks. Baby, you want to maybe help out there? Pick up that bot, please. You any good at plants or medical? You're okay at medical. You are great at plants. I'm gonna try to capture you. You go in, everybody else hold fire. And they died instantly on being downed, of course. Even though they were at like half health, they died instantly when they got downed. Lovely. The game is not on my side today. I should probably start getting stuff planted as well. Should have done that as soon as possible. You know what? Just try to plant all of that as cotton. We have plenty of meat to last us. We don't need food. That wall's made of marble. We're gonna actually dismantle all of that for making statues out of. Gonna mine all the marble up on the map. Oh, not all the marble on the map, all the boulders on the map. Greg, what are you doing? Okay, you're building very good. And nobody's working on planting. Because I'm pretty sure Shepherd is the only, or not Shepherd, Terror is the only one that can do that. They're extremely brain damaged, and their priority is mining. Lumpy was a lot more instrumental than I thought. I hate Cyclopses. They're so bad. might just have to start making clothing out of leather. We have plenty of elephant leather, I believe. No, I think I sold a little bit. So we have almost 2,000 elephant leather. And we're out of rebar concrete for the time being. Elephant meat has rotted in the hoppers there. That is fine by me. I should have just bought cloth from the orbital trader when I had a chance. What are our resources looking like, though? 4,000 steel, 600 plasteel, 160 gold, and 79 components. What about our wood? We got 2,000 wood, we're good. Okay, still got plenty of meals in storage from the weird overflow issue we had. I don't think I'm going to be able to fill in the hammerhead, but I should be able to at least get a good outline. Hey, lawman, welcome on in. Good morrow, stranger. We just lost a colonist and turned them into delicious nutrient paste. And that colonist happened to be our only person who can do plants. Any elephants on the map? There's Muffalo. I could kill Muffalo for their wool. We'd be able to make some clothing out of that too. Yeah, I think I will do that once it stops raining. If they're still on the map by then. Do I do extraction shooters? I do not. Anything forced PvP is pretty sucky to me. I play a lot of roguelikes, which have some aspects of extraction shooters, so like permadeath and gear loss, but I'd be willing to try it if it wasn't forced PvP. Hmm. Do we have a shuttle engine? We do. I should probably start building the shuttle, or at least a shuttle pad. So what I'm hearing, you would like to join me in nerd and exploring the post-apocalypse. Oh, you're talking about Forever Winter? I don't know. A post-apocalyptic hellscape filled with zombie-like cyborgs, giant walking mechs, and infantries with absolutely zero chill. I don't know from what I've seen about the game. I do like the idea of, like, pick your fights. You might not make it out, but, but I do tend to stick more towards, like, the player is just as powerful as the enemy style things. Is that a giant tortoise? No, that's a desert tortoise. Desert tortoises, despite their small size, are great combat animals and are relatively easy to tame. Do we get a ship mascot? Is anybody good at animals? We don't have any plants to tame it with anyway. I think we only have meat. Nobody is good at animals. Oh yeah, no, I tried to fight a group of basic infantry in a spot with very low cover. You got your crap pushed in so hard. It says he's viewing art, but he's looking at a chainsaw. Very weird. Turn this other generator on to get some of the batteries fueled. Hmm. Do I have enough grab ship support to fill that in? I need 250, and that would be about 70 for each side. Yeah. Should be able to do it. $57 each side. Alrighty. 114. Let's look at where the next grav core is at. It's all the way up here. What? It's like 6 jumps. I know I just came from like all the way over here to here, but still. It's kind of evil, yeah. It's also in a cold biome, but that doesn't matter too much since we're wearing space-rated gear. There isn't really a reason to stay in one place long, though, because we can't grow plants anyway. Greg, you finished building that. Grav ship is ready for launch. Can we rename the grav ship at any point? Yes, you can. Because this is not the World Serpent. This is more of a hammerhead. This is the flying shark. Jurassic Park? Nah, we have Jurassic Park at home. Flying shark enters the battlefield. I don't know where I was going with that. That definitely made some form of sense, I promise. What's our reformation points looking like? We're only at 4 out of 10. Oof. And we don't really have a ritual. Actually, we do have a ritual. I don't know if it gives us reformation points, but we can do sky lantern burning. Okay, time to try and link your Oculus to your PC, wired again. Good luck with that. I know VR stuff is still at a point where it is a pain to actually set stuff up. I should know. I have a Rift S and a Quest 3. The Rift S is kind of dead, but Quest 3 is still pretty good. Though actually using the PC Link technology is so unbelievably janky. You got the 3S? Nice. That's the one with slightly less sensors on the front, but it's actually a reasonable price, right? Oh, this person has silver on them. That person has medicine on them. I really should have checked these bodies earlier. Hey, Matt, do me a favor. Brother, go eat on a damn table. You don't need to walk out in the middle of the woods to eat a dirty survival meal on the floor. They're still trying to eat the same dirty survival meal. Go eat at a table. We have meals in storage. Or, never mind, we apparently ran out of meals in storage. That will be why they're trying to eat dirty packaged survival meals. Hey, Dark Witchippy, welcome on in. I am alive. We're just chilling with some Rimworld. We lost a pawn today, which is a little bit rough, and Terror is also basically non-functional because their brain has been mangled. But other than that, things are going pretty smooth. Don't have anybody who can actually plant crops. As smooth as a gravel road, you say? Yeah. I'm trying to make my ship look kind of like a hammerhead shark. I'm gonna have to find a way to move these two side wings forward a little bit, even though they go all the way to the core of the ship. It's gonna be kind of rough, but eventually we can probably do that as a later project. I plan to line this with turrets. But right now we're out of materials to build walls with, but we're working on it. Charge munitions is done, so we could start making charge weaponry. We actually have a good amount of plasteel in storage, so it would be a good investment. The issue is, charge weaponry is good for fighting mechanoids and people, but it's too effective at fighting people. I need prisoners, and charge weapons don't take prisoners. I suppose I can start making charge rifles anyway. I'll make a charge LMG and some charge rifles. but I'm just not going to use them for a while. And we still have an absurd amount of elephant meat. Are those muffalos still on the map? They are. Xavier's a little bit drunk, but a little bit of drunk hunting never hurt anybody, at least in Rimworld. Watch him immediately blow one of my friendly's brains out, but you know, whatever. You know, we're just gonna start attacking the Muffalo anyway without Terror here, because Terror has so much brain damage they can't walk anymore. Or can't walk at full speed. Xavier, use your space magic. Okay, somebody finish off the Muffalo so that they're not bleeding out. And then get them hauled. Oh yeah, that's right, you're annoying and won't do hauling. Repairing the batteries up. We need cloth to finish these beds, not that we have the people to fill them. What time is it? It is nearly 11. Okay. Is this in-game music? No, this is currently the soundtrack from Risk of Rain 2. I got a big stream playlist of just a bunch of video game OSTs I like. And I usually have that playing in the background. This game plays music, but it does this thing where it only plays music sometimes. And I just want constant music in the background. Love Risk of Rain. Yeah. I have played far too much Risk of Rain 2. I played a little bit of Risk of Rain Returns, but after beating the game, I just didn't see a reason to keep playing it. The mod support for Risk of Rain 2 on PC is pretty solid as well. Not that there's many good item pack mods. Silent level game done, Xavier. I would like you to unlock Chain Lightning. My son and I beat Risk of Rain 1 on Switch, yet to beat 2. Nice. The final boss in Risk of Rain 2 was honestly very poorly designed, but it's still a good achievement to actually beat it. I just have a lot more fun with looping rather than fighting Mithrix. With a mod that lets me save my game, I've done a technically 30-hour long run before that I looped so many times. I ended up getting kind of bored and ended up just killing myself. Just because I wanted to see the end run stats. Okay, that meat there is probably going to rot in storage, but I don't really care that much. We're still doing very good on meat. 30 hours is a long playthrough. It is ridiculous, especially for a roguelike. I was just going in the endless mode repeatedly. Adding some buffalo meat to the mix already. Right now, instead of actually preparing food, we have a nutrient paste grinder, which feeds it into this tank, which stores a bunch of extra meals, and meals get also outputted on this little rack right here. It's a lot easier, it takes no work time to produce than meals and a little bit less space, but nobody's getting a mood bonus from eating nutrient paste. Normally this is mood negative, but our ideology allows people to not care about eating it. I probably should have explained that way earlier when I was actually building the thing, but whatever. Did we even get a single plant planted? No, we did not. Let's begin a Sky Lantern Festival, see if we can get some people to join our colony that way. I'll take anybody at this point. I really need a good medic and plants person, but I'll take anybody to it but a child or a frail man. I believe Matt joined us through a Sky Lantern Festival, which was really nice. They've been pretty good so far. Wanderer joins. Ripley. Best skill is mining. I mean, sure. Ripley is a lapis. Ooh. Oh my. You're a rock person. You need to eat rocks to survive, but you don't require food. Mineral absorber. And with their mineral powers, they can shoot a rock, or they can boost themselves in overdrive. Okay. They're weak to cold, they're heat super tolerant, and get faster in the heat. They're very good at mining bad artistic animals and plants. Do they have rocky skin? Rocky body, rocky ridges. Reactive armor. Carriers of this gene can activate their mineral reserves to harden their skin. Very good. They're pretty good at shooting, they're pretty good at mining, and intellectual. Not exactly what I needed, but I won't say no to another fighter. They have Pyromaniac, which is very unfortunate, but, you know, we'll get used to it. I just need somebody to follow them around and put the fires out when they go on a spree. And I would like you to equip a hunting rifle. Once I can find it, anyway. Oh, it's probably on the weapon rack, you know? The racks I made specifically for weapons. Yeah, that might be where the weapons are. Prioritize eating steel knife. You can just eat the knife? That's hilarious. This will be a snack that'll help us later. Normally having one of them would be a problem because they'd kind of eat through your steel reserves eventually, but we're hopping from map to map, getting steel constantly, so that's pretty good for us, actually. And I can put them on priority hauling. It looks like the training work seems to get reset between every map, which is a bit unfortunate. Put them on priority hauling and mining. I would like them to specifically be the ones to mine ores, because they have high mining yield in their xenotype. Let's see specifically what that does. 20% bonus to mining yield. Very good. Party. Xavier's throwing a party to celebrate Levente's completion of a small sculpture. Okay. They're just gonna have a little party in there, but we're back up to 7 people, which is nice. How many beds do we have down? We got 9 down. And we can have up to 11. At least without expanding that wing out anymore. Or fin, I should say. Okay, since we can't plant anything, we're just gonna launch the grav ship. Everybody's on board. Yep. What's that? Abandoned biotech lab. I am intrigued. There's a small oasis here. Or a pond, anyway. I don't know if that counts as an oasis. Ruins. The remains of an ancient settlement. These ruins contain a wide variety of possible threats. Yes, but is there possible loot in the ruins? Do we just try to leap as far as possible in order to get up to one of these grav cores? Let's see what's actually in orbit. There's a Spacer's Guild platform, which I can't go to anyway. It's a mining work site with 190 plasteel. I'm very tempted to raid that. But, you know what? We will raid that. I'm a hungry, hungry boy for plasteel. Might have been a good idea to build some turrets on the front of our ship first, but you know, whatever. We're probably going to get out of here as soon as possible. I'm guessing the reason why it takes so long to generate a map is because the game's trying to make sure there's a place my ship can land. Because, yeah, those big chunks taken out of the mountain are kind of suspicious. I feel like the game did that specifically so I had a place to land in the center of the map. Because I can't really land anywhere else. Thruster breakdown. It's not too bad. Let's move Ripley in front of Greg, because Greg is incapable of combat. And get everybody out front. Why do you have recon armor? I mean, they're not attack. Oh, what is that? That is a sniper grenade launcher. Please get in there, Terror. Let's see. Good animals, intellectual, and shooting. I will not actually grab them because they have delicate. But they have some pretty good weaponry. Okay, we're just shooting at their mini turret now. I think we got all of the people in the camp. Alrighty, turret down. And we are able to claim these. Very good. Levente, go peek your head in there. Ripley, hop in there. There's the plasteel we're looking for. They crawled inside and just are dying in the corner. I'm guessing your speed is affected by the temperature right now? Yeah. The sniper grenade launcher is a pretty good find, though. I'm actually going to give that to Ripley if they can carry it. Body size is not supported. Well, wear an exoskeleton unit then try. Oh, you can't wear an exoskeleton unit with a vac suit. That is unfortunate. Yeah, they need to be wearing... They need to be wearing the exoskeleton unit to be able to have the sniper grenade launcher, which is unfortunate. I guess it's just that heavy. Now, any ore I should be aware of around here. It's compacted machinery and compacted steel. Not too worried about getting the steel, to be honest. Let's get this gear out of the rain, please. Did Xavier put on the bionic suit? Yes, he did. Let's recycle the spare gunk from here. Or from when Ripley was joining us. Now I wonder, does moving maps stop the cooldown of the Sky Lantern Festival. There's a grizzly bear. That's new. Moving maps does not reduce the cooldown. That is unfortunate. Makes sense, though. Wait, how do you have the sniper grenade launcher equipped if you're not wearing an exoskeleton suit? You know what? I won't question it. Prototype production ready for recon armor. Is there anything I want before recon and marine armor? I kind of want to get basic cyber brains before that so I can make terror functional again, but you know, whatever. Need somebody making rebar concrete. Steal some of their structures. We got 11 Devil Strand from recycling something, apparently. It's a crow just chilling, feasting on the flesh of the enemies. Draft ship is ready in about 2 days. Yeah, I'm surprised we took basically no damage from raiding this place, especially since they had pretty good weapons. Terror took a bullet, but their power armor stopped it for the most part. And it looks like everybody but Greg is wearing a vac suit helmet. Xavier has an inspired trade, very nice. What type of gear are you putting on? Odysseus vac suit, okay. Recycle the tainted recon helmet. I'd also like to make one more range shield belt. Let's see. And I would like to start planning out where the turrets go. We don't have enough rebar concrete to actually do this just yet, but I want to begin anyway. We'll probably do something like that for embrasures. Actually, I'll want to do that there so that I can actually shoot out of the corners. And we can just put steel doors here and here. We're going to leave a path in the back for people to rearm turrets through. Let's put mini shotgun turrets here and here. And we need to actually research better turrets, but we can start putting some mini turrets down anyway. Vivente, I'm going to put you on crafting. I would like you to craft rebar concrete for me. And you need the skill of 5 to make rebar concrete. That is unfortunate. Let's see, if we clear out a camp, they'll give us some jade and glitter world medicine. Jade would be kind of nice. Let me look at the camp. Or not. I'm guessing the quests are kind of bugged because we're on occupying a enemy tile right now. Don't need any bio-coated weapons, mainly because we won't be able to use them. How many components are we looking at? 60. Okay, that's not bad. Grav ship will be ready to launch within the day. Okay, that's a Mega Sloth. No. Paved tile, steel tile. Which is cargo transferring some of that steel back onto the ship, and then we'll be ready to leave. Party. Xavier's throwing a party to celebrate Xavier's birthday. Okay, then. Why are you in pain? Because you haven't been eating anything. Do I have to manually tell you to eat? Yes, I do. And the grav ship is ready to launch. Very nice. Have an average colony mood of 90%. That's surprising. I wonder if Ripley's even going to be useful in space because of their thermal speed ability. It slows them down when they're cold in spaces like negative 300 C. Okay, let's see. I need to start building some oxygen pumps in the ship. I'll be in the space tab. Don't really need it in the prison. I need it in the living quarters, the hospital, and the dining room. I suppose I'll put one in the research room as well. They cost 100 steel apiece. That is stupid. Still only have that one orbital platform near us. And yeah, time to launch the grav ship. We're just gonna launch up here somewhere. Just out of our range. Ancient weapon stockpile? Or component stockpile? Okay. Junkyard. I'll just land here. That map's generating. Let me check my DMs real quick. Not a lot in the grasslands. I showed you Eastern Fantasy Rimworld, right? Is that Eastern, like the Amazing Cultivation Simulator or something? I've seen the Seth video on it, but you haven't showed it to me. We're gonna crush some buffaloes here. Squeesh. And they're just gone. Okay then. I would have liked to eat those, Muffalo. Let's mine all the boulders on the map. Are these marble? Yes, they are. Not that I have enough people to actually craft stuff with. Do you have slow healing? Yes, slow wound healing. Shouldn't we compress them into paste with the thickness of low weight oil on a sheet of glass? Mm. There are a lot of predators on this map. Hard to eat what's basically a smear on the roadside. Yeah, but still. I would have liked to kill and eat them. I could just kill all the cheetahs for Panthera fur. I don't know how much meat they'd actually give, though. And I'd want to take the whole squad out to do it. So there are 6 of them on the map currently. They're pretty spread apart, though. Is that a warg? Yes, it is. Let's see about compacted machinery and steel. Looks like there's no compacted machinery on the map, but I'll take some steel. Let's see what's above us, because I would honestly like to go asteroid mining a little bit. There is nothing above us currently. I'd need to go down towards this portion of the planet in order to actually get to an asteroid. Oh, excuse me. Massive cargo trader. I'd like just like a standard exotics goods trader or something though, please. Let's see. I'd like to sell the Ultima fabric, Synthread, and Devil Strand that we have. Let's also sell some of the miscellaneous leathers. I'm going to keep anything that we have a good amount of so that we can properly make some clothing when we need it. We can also sell steel. I'd prefer to avoid doing that, however. They sell gravelite panels. And plasteel. They don't sell vaxstone blocks, though, unfortunately. I will buy some of their plasteel, however. Just give me like 200 of that, please. Where'd they drop it? Quest expiring left and right, whatever. Fire starting spree on Ripley, where are you at? Yeah, just start a fire in the middle of the grasslands, why don't you? Yeah, no, keep doing it. Go for it. Go wild. If you get yourself burnt, I'm not tending you. Or I'm not saving you if you get downed. Okay, it's raining immediately anyway. I'm just glad they weren't in our ship when they went on a fire starting spree. Is that new with Odyssey? It's a new with the 1.6 update anyway. I should probably kill that cheetah and grizzly bear before they become a problem. Where is the next expansion gonna go? Maybe I build 2 extra but larger fins here and here, and start moving the barracks and research room into them. And then I dismantle these. Is that a prairie dog? That is. We haven't been raided in a bit, which is kind of surprising. And there's another grizzly bear wandering close to our ship. Well, more meat. Die. I probably don't need to draft quite everybody up for dealing with a grizzly bear, but I'd still rather be safe than sorry. Also, can we talk about how your dude removed the grizzly bear from existence with a missile? Yes, Ripley did. They have a sniper grenade launcher. So that was a high-velocity 20mm grenade. And a solar flare. That's gonna stink. You better not rot my, like, copious amount of elephant meat. Because I can't take off for another 24 hours. It is kind of crazy seeing how far we've come, because this little room in the middle here used to be how big our grav ship is. And we started with 3 people. Now we don't have many more people, but we do have a much better spaceship. A lot of that elephant meat's getting awfully close to rotting. Nar. Insect meat has rotted. Solar flares ended. Yippee! Oh, looks like we actually got a turret up. Just a mini shotgun turret, so it's not going to be the most useful, but it's still a good distraction. Really, our only limiter on building those turrets is rebar concrete, because we don't have anybody crafting that, it appears. Because we're still working on doing Odysseus vac suits. Our ship is ready in 2 hours. Very nice. Terra's still surprisingly fast at mining, even though they have, what, like 20% manipulation from their brain injury? Oh, they're at 50%. Alrighty. And we're having troubles with power gen because nobody's refueling the dang generators. And I think we just launch. Everybody's in the ship anyway. What's that? Big old mountain with bison. Are these people friendly with us? To some degree, yes. It might be worth just landing here so I can trade with them. I think I'll try that. I do have a mod that increases base caravanning speed, so it won't be too miserable traveling to actually trade stuff. I could just build a shuttle as well. I still need to make a landing pad for a shuttle, though. We are landing in a tropical rainforest, so we might be getting into disease here, but hopefully we don't. I mean, I guess that's just good. Got lots of compacted machinery by the looks of things. And just mine up a bunch of steel for trade, hopefully. We're gonna be here for a while just through mining. We are staying stabilized on food at least, as long as another solar flare doesn't hit, we're pretty much set. There's lots of monkeys to hunt, a few capybara. I'll mark the capybara for hunting. They won't retaliate at all anymore. I do also have to be super careful with terror, because as we found out with Lumpy, if your consciousness drops too low from blood loss, you will die before you lose all your blood. The main reason that happened with Lumpy is because they had brain damage, and Terror arguably has worse brain damage than she did. Xavier's out there living their best life, hunting defenseless animals with a laser weapon. Yes, he had drain damage. They have a lobotomy. I think that's something you can actually do with the Anomaly DLC, give people bliss lobotomies. I could go for one of those right about now. I could use a bliss lobotomy. Okay, let's suspend the making of art so that Xavier can start making rebar concrete instead. Or butchering, that works too. I am probably going to call stream at the 3-hour mark because I haven't eaten yet today. And I've also been up since like 5 a.m. So I should probably go eat something. Gotta make sure those bot watchers are awake. Hmm. How much rebar concrete do we have? We have none. Okay, then. Probably because we're spending it all immediately. Alrighty. Thanks a ton for stopping by, everybody. I hope you had a great time here. We're probably going to have some Satisfactory later today, or some more Rimworld, depending on what happens, honestly. Depends on how bored I get, really. But yeah, have a good one. I'm going to end up rating the person that rated us yesterday. They are also playing Rimworld, so I hope you all have a good one. See you later, Lawman.